The current prevailing political environment is one that is full of confusion because on one side, we have President William Ruto, who feels that he survived by a whisker, an austere move when Gen Zs went to the street and felt he was about to be removed from power, and he has since blamed his deputy of trying to plot sabotage against his government. The Gen Zs took some kind of leave, and they have said on 8th, Nane, they have an appointment with William Samoei Ruto. But William Ruto feels safe under the shadows of Raila-Ruto Odinga. Experts are wondering whether William Ruto has postponed a problem or he has actually eradicated everything. William Ruto tells us that there is a coalition government. He's saying that there is a broad-based government, and many people are asking, how is accommodating 4 or 5 members of ODM party into his cabinet tantamount to forming a broad-based government? And William Ruto feels that only those 4 people carries the aspiration of the millions of Kenyans. And this is what he's been saying all along.
Sasa saa hizi tumeunda serikali ya kila mtu. Hakuna mtu sasa ya kulalamika. Hakuna mtu ya kupingana. Sasa sisi wote tusimame pamoja. Tupangane pamoja. Tuungane, tushirikiane. Ile sasa kazi iko ni vile tutashirikiana tutatue changamoto za taifa letu la Kenya tukiwa pamoja. Ile kazi iko sasa ni kupanga maendeleo ya taifa letu la Kenya tukiwa pamoja. Hakuna sasa vizingizio tena. Hakuna vijisababu tena. Hakuna excuses ya kusema kwa sababu ya hii, kwa sababu ya hii. Sasa hii serikali imeunganisha watu wote hapo ndani.
Now, while it seems to William Ruto that everything has come back to normalcy, and he believes that people should not ask questions because according to the way he's speaking, everything is now okay politically and even economically in all aspects. But my attention is drawn to a group of people that I've never had anyone talk about. They have been forgotten. Their fate have been forgotten completely. And this is the group that earned a name, Cherera 4. Remember when we went for elections, 4 commissioners distanced themselves from the result that was announced by Chebukati, led by the vice chair of the IEBC, Juliana Cherera. And you know what happened? And Wafula Chebukati, who is the former chair, recommended that a commission of inquiry be formed so that their fate could be sealed. And indeed, their fate was sealed. Now, it ended there, but I've got 2 people that I have remembered in the wake of the hidden handshake between William Samoei Ruto and Raila-Ruto Odinga. And this is Juliana Cherera and Irene Marsit, who fled the country for fear of their dear life because some people wanted to kill them. Against the chagrin, against their will, they had to run, leaving their beloved family and friends. And they were forced to take refuge in another country as asylum. Listen to Raila-Ruto Odinga talk about Juliana Cherera, where he assured the 4 commissioners not to fear because apparently Kenyans were behind them.
We are certain that justice will prevail. I want to further commend the heroism of the 4 commissioners, the majority of the IEBC, who stood up to the bullying and the illegal conduct of Mr. Chebukati. We are proud of them and ask them not to fear anything. Kenyans are with them.
Tulienda kwa uchaguzi, kwenda kwa mashindano,
pale tulikuwa tunashindana na tulikuwa na marifari moja na malansman 6 Electoral Commission. Kati ya wale watu 7, 3 ndio walisema ati Ruto ameshinda, 4 walisema la. So nini walisema la? Wakasema hiyo mpira ilikuwa ya offside, ati walishika na mkono. Sasa wale marifari ambao walisema la wamefukuzwa wote. Vile naongea hapa sasa, mawili wao, mama Cherera na mama Marsit, wako Marekani, wamekimbia. Hawa 4 ambao walisema la wamefukuzwa kazi yote, hawako kule tena. Tukasema tunataka ili tuweze kuhakikisha kwamba uchaguzi unayokuja ni haki na ukweli, kwanza tufanye uchunguzi, tumalize hii mambo ilifanyika hii, tufungue ile sava pale ambapo.
Ladies and gentlemen, despite the assurances from the Azimio leader Raila Odinga, whom they were fighting for, the 4 commissioners were frustrated and they were really intimidated. Some of them decided to resign, not to face that inquest, the commission of inquiry that was formed, but the fate had already been decided. It was already decided because the witnesses who came there were pro-Ruto. And there is only one person who decided that she was going to face that panel, and that was Irene Marsit. I remember some people were saying that, Irene is coming from Ruto's tribe, and therefore this is just a decoy so that she's given a clean bill of health. But later she told us that some people felt very bad that she was coming from the president's tribe, yet she was still against his victory. His victory. And together with Juliana Cherera, they were forced to run for their dear lives. And Raila Odinga later told us that they went to the USA because there are people who felt that they wanted to sabotage William Samoei Ruto. And while you may think that this is long gone and we don't need to talk about it, it is very paramount that we talk about this. Why? The Cherera 4 was this group that was fighting for Raila Odinga, and they risked their lives. That is the least we can say. They risked their lives, they risked their jobs, because come to think of it, had they decided to line with Chebukati's decision to give William Ruto his win, they would be safe. Today they would still be working, earning a living, earning money, some huge salary there. But these people risked their job. They risked their lives. Some of them felt like they were being humiliated. They became the topic of discussion. And now, the 2 people who are wrangling, the 2 people who had a political, fight, William Ruto and Raila Odinga, are now working together. And I think it behoves us to ask, now that they are together, what is their fate? I'm asking this in light of the fact that ever since they came together, Raila's side has really won big, because Raila has nominated Joho, Oparanya, Opio and John Mbadi into the cabinet. In fact, even the post of Attorney General has been given to someone, Dorcas Oduor, that people feel is coming from Raila's backyard. And in the wake of, the way he has really been given all these positions, people are asking, because it only means one thing: they are together, and whatever he wants is now being given, because William Ruto feels it is Raila who rescued him from an almost coup, from an internal coup. Now, I was thinking, and I could be wrong on this, that now that Raila is in good standing, is that they're somehow working together. William Ruto has promised to support his bid to become the African Union Commission chairman. William has also donated some of the cabinet to him. And at the same time, William Ruto wanted to stop the Gen Z demonstration because he felt some people had infiltrated. Don't you think it is also high time that Raila negotiated for the coming back of Juliana Cherera and Irene Marsit? And I'm speaking like this because at the back of my mind, when I hear that someone has fled because of some threats against his life, then it means this person never wanted to travel to the USA. This person never wanted to leave his or her motherland. These two former commissioners never wanted to leave their motherland. And they have also risked their lives, they have risked their positions, their jobs for Raila Amolo Odinga. I felt that this is the time because they are now working together. I felt Raila should tell William Ruto to allow them to come back. But by telling Ruto what I simply mean, they must be accorded maximum security. If there is anyone who wanted to kill them, this person wanted to kill them because they felt they were opposing William Ruto's victory. But now they are working together, which means they have accepted William Ruto as the president. Raila has accepted William Ruto as the president, and he has given Ruto enough time to now exercise his economic policies, the plan that he had for the country. And I think we should not forget the Cherera form. And it is only that I'm not privy to what Raila is doing, but something tells me that he should. And if he is not thinking of these people, then someone should remind him to negotiate for them to come back. In that was that 202 or 201 when Raila joined Kano. There are people who had been implicated in the 1982 coup. And I remember one person who I know very closely, who came back after that person was in Norway. For a long time, over 20 years, he sought asylum in another country. And when Raila went to bed with Kanu, that person was allowed to come back. And several of them, that is one person I know. And when I inquired, I was told several of such people came back. And it is in light of that that I felt the Cherera 4 must be accorded their security. I know people like Nyangaya, they are safe. I think I've never had any problem with them. But those who went to the USA must come back. I don't know what to think, but that is my take.